ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया। भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 10, Text number 25. यदा हि अधर्मेण तमो धियो नृपा जीवन्ति तत्रैष हि सत्त्वतः किल। धत्ते भगं सत्यमृतं दयां यशो भवाय रूपाणि ददत् युगे युगे। यदा हि अधर्मेण तमो धियो नृपा जीवन्ति तत्र हि सत्त्वतः किल दत्ते भगं सत्यमृतं दयां यशो भवाय रूपाणि ददद्युगे युगे यदा whenever he assuredly adharmena against the principles of God's will samadhiya persons in the lowest material mode Nripa kings and administrators Jivanti live like animals Tatra thereupon Esha he only Satvatah transcendental Kila certainly Dhatte is manifested Bhagam supreme power Satyam truth Ritam positiveness Dayam mercy Yashah wonderful activities Bhavaya for the maintenance Rupani in various forms Dadat manifested Yuge different periods Yuge and ages Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Yogi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Whenever there are kings and administrators living like animals in the lowest modes of existence, the Lord in His transcendental form manifests His supreme power, the truth positive, the shows special mercy to the faithful, performs wonderful activities, and manifests various transcendental forms as is necessary in different periods and ages. Please repeat. Whenever there are kings and administrators living like animals in the lowest modes of existence, the Lord in His transcendental form manifests His supreme power, the truth positive, shows special mercy to the faithful, performs wonderful activities, and manifests various transcendental forms as is necessary in different periods and ages. Purport. As mentioned above, the cosmic creation is the property of the Supreme Lord. This is the basic philosophy of Ishopanishad. Everything is the property of the Supreme Being. No one should encroach upon the property of the Supreme Lord. One should accept only what is kindly awarded by Him. Therefore, the earth or any other planet or universe is the absolute property of the Lord. The living beings are certainly His parts and parcels or sons, and thus every one of them has a right to live at the mercy of the Lord to execute His prescribed work. No one therefore can encroach upon the right of another individual man or animal without being so sanctioned by the Lord. The king or the administrator is the representative of the Lord to look after the management of the Lord's will. He must therefore be a recognized person like Maharaj Yudhishthir or Parikshit. Such kings have full responsibility and knowledge from authorities about the administration of the world. But at times, due to the influence of the ignorance mode of material nature, tamo guna, The lowest of the material modes, kings and administrators come into power without knowledge and responsibility, and such foolish administrators live like animals for the sake of their own personal interest. The result is that the whole atmosphere becomes surcharged with anarchy and vicious elements. Nepotism, bribery, cheating, aggression, and therefore famine, epidemic, war, and similar other disturbing features become prominent in human society. And the devotees of the Lord or the faithful are persecuted by all means. All these symptoms indicate the time of an incarnation of the Lord to re-establish the principles of religion and to vanquish the mal-administrators. This is also confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. The Lord then appears in his transcendental form without any tinge of material qualities. He descends just to keep the state of his creation in a normal condition. The normal condition is that the Lord has provided each and every planet with all the needs of the native living beings. They can happily live and execute their predestined occupations to attain salvation at the end, following the rules and regulations mentioned in the revealed scripture. The material world is created to satisfy the whims of the Nitya-Baddha or everlasting conditioned souls, just as naughty boys are provided with playing cradles. Otherwise, there was no need of the material world. But when they become intoxicated with the power of material science to exploit the resources unlawfully without the sanction of the Lord, and that also only for sense gratification, there is necessity of the Lord's incarnation to chastise the rebellious and to protect the faithful. When he descends, he exhibits superhuman acts just to prove his supreme power. And materialists like Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, and Kamsa are sufficiently punished. He acts in a manner which no one can imitate. For example, the Lord, when he appeared as Rama, bridged the Indian Ocean. When he appeared as Krishna, from his very childhood, he showed superhuman activities by killing Putana, Agasura, Sakatasura, Kaliya, etc. And then his material uncle Kamsa. When he was at the Dwarka, he married 16,108 queens, and all of them were blessed with a sufficient number of children. The sum total of his personal family members amounted to about 100,000, popularly known as the Yaduvamsha. And again, during his lifetime, he managed to vanquish them all. He is famous as the Govardhandhari Hari because he lifted at the age of only 7 the hill known as Govardhana. The Lord killed many undesirable kings in his time, and as a Kshatriya he fought chivalrously. He is famous as the Asamordhva, unparalleled. No one is equal to or greater than him. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine. Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yada hi adharmena tamo dhiyo nrupa jivanti tatra shahi satvata kila datte bhagam satyamritam dayam ayasho bhavaya rupani dadat yuge yuge. Whenever there are kings and administrators living like animals in the lowest modes of existence, the Lord in his transcendental form manifests his supreme power, the truth positive, shows special mercy to the faithful, performs wonderful activities, and manifests various transcendental forms as is necessary in different periods and stages. So the ladies here are taking a clue from Bhagavad Gita and speaking that famous verse, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanirvati Bharata. Same thing is being spoken here. Exactly same thing. Krishna says that whenever there is a decline in religiosity, righteousness, then he appears to Yuga Yuga. Here also it says Yuga Yuga. Appears to annihilate the miscreants and protect the faithful and give them association. So the ladies are talking the same thing. They are saying that there were kings who were living like animals. And we see them now. This was about 5,000 years back. But we see them now in real abundance. The kings, today's kings. Of course now things have changed. There's no monarchies, very few places. It's all now democracy and communism and so on and so forth. But every one of them, people get fed up with it very soon. That's why governments keep changing, because no one is able to satisfy the people. They can satisfy, but they themselves are they are in Tamo Guna and Rajo Guna, Rajo Guna is prominent, but they act in Tamo Guna. That's how it is. Even in Rajo Guna, when you have a mode of passion, you act positively to get something, There is nothing, it's not negative. Mode of passion is just you want to acquire more and more, but then you act positively to get that. Of course, sometimes you may cheat or something like that, but that is done in a mode of ignorance. Yeah. So, because, why I am saying that? Because we should know the repercussions of anything. If you don't know, that means you are in ignorance. If you are in mode of goodness, mode of passion, and you keep on acquiring things without knowing the end result of that, that means you are acting in mode of ignorance. Yes, when you are acting in with a positive thing, like I want to go to heavenly planet, then you act in that mode. That's a little positive at least. At least you are trying to go up. But when you are doing it just because I want to have it at any cost, even at the cost of going to the hellish planet, then it's a mode of ignorance. So the same way these kings, so-called kings, today, they are all in the modes of passion, but acting in the mode of ignorance. Sometimes they will give a lecture which will be appearing as if it's in the mode of goodness. They'll tell people, I'll make it everything all right. The best thing has yet to come. And the people will clap. Oh, yeah. Now that he has come, things will change. Or they will say, change. Change is my motto, I'm going to change everything. And then after 4 years of ruling, then people start looking at each other and say, what is the change? The only change they see is that the person has become a little older, more grey hair, or in some cases he has acquired some billions of dollars, in some Swiss bank somewhere. That's the change, he came as a pauper and now he has become like a king. So, to correct all this, Krishna has to come, Krishna comes or he sends somebody. Sometimes his representative is enough, depending on the disturbance. Like when between the two nations there is a problem, they first try to solve it at ambassador's level, Then, if it is not solved, then the Secretary of State or somebody, is sent, or some delegation is sent from the Ministry of External Affairs. And then they try. And then finally, they, after lots of negotiations, talking, this, that, then the heads of the two governments come somewhere in some hill station or something, they meet and then just try to say, okay, we are signing this treaty, which doesn't last for even few days, few weeks. Because, why I am saying all this, because everything is based on this sense gratification. That's what Prabhupada is so stern here in this purport. He says, everything belongs to Krishna. Get lost. He's just allowing you to live there. It's not yours. So be grateful. He's not saying don't live, but don't say that it's mine. Don't try to behave like everything, it belongs to you. So he's saying, Prabhupada is giving nice solution. He says, if the administrator becomes the representative of the Lord and looks after the property as his representative, then he will never think that he is the owner. He will never think that I am the one or his party is the one or something like that. When the party changes, what happens? Property remains same, right? Only the owner has changed. I mean, it's not that you are changing the property also. So Prabhupada is saying you should be like Parikshit or Yudhishthir or Ambarish, Bharat, Kratu. And then in the mode of ignorance, as I said, when we see all this bribery, nepotism, cheating, aggression, and therefore, Prabhupada is linking now, because of all this, then comes famine and floods and all these hurricanes and all, They just started, not that earlier there were no hurricanes, but the total effect of that is devastating. It was never, you can imagine the most advanced country in the world, most powerful country in the world, and 250,000 people are not having power even after 4 weeks. The storm came, of course, some 70-80 million people didn't have it. Then now yesterday only listening that 250,000 people are still without power after 4 weeks. And that's a cold region. It's not like, And in this country, except California and Florida, nobody can live in winter without heater. Even here we are putting heaters. So you can imagine so much artificial living. This all because of maladministrators. That's what Prabhupada says, and that's confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, as I said, yada yada hi dharmasya. And then, of course, in the end, Prabhupada says, this is why this material world is created for Nitya Baddhas, the conditioned souls, everlasting, so that they can play. And Prabhupada gives the example of naughty boys. Naughty boys are given some toys to play. The same way, we are all naughty boys. We came out of Krishna's service. And so this is created for us here. Okay. But it has been given to us so that here also we live by following the rules. Not that you simply live like, whatever you want to do. But now it's scary out there, Under the guise of liberalism, so many horrible things are being accepted as very normal now. So we have to be very careful and try to really, now is the time when you need real strong association. Otherwise we are doomed.